Hey everybody, check this out. I'm reading this from Google. Church attendance often hits a record low on the Sunday immediately following Easter, historically known as Low Sunday. I never heard of that. It says, as Creasters, who are those attending only on Christmas and Easter, take a break after fulfilling social or religious obligations. Despite high Easter attendance, this sharp drop reflects a broader trend of declining regular weekly church attendance in the U.S. We know that there's a ton of people that only go to church on Easter or for a holiday because grandma really wants them to come on those days or something. It's like a festive kind of social thing to dress up in your nice, bright colored clothes and go to church on Easter. I felt like giving a Sunday school lesson on this yesterday. I just asked everybody to write down why they came to church today. And that was the majority of the lesson. I just wanted everybody to answer that question for themselves. And so I'll ask y'all why. If you go to church regularly, why? And what is it for? Is it an obligation that you feel that something that you must do? Is it because you recognize Sunday as a Sabbath? Is it because somebody would be disappointed if you weren't there? Or is it because you love the Lord and you love His people and you want to be fed from the Word and you want to worship? Hopefully, those are the reasons that we go to church. But I wanted to quickly point out what the reason is that we have church on Sunday, anyways. So, in the 20th chapter of John, the first verse says, the first day of the week cometh Mary Magdalene early, when it was yet dark, unto the sepulchre, and seeth the stone taken away from the sepulchre. Then down in the 19th verse, it says, then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for fear of the Jews, came Jesus and stood in the midst, and saith unto them, Peace be unto you. So we got that part right. Christ was risen on the first day of the week. Then in the 20th chapter of the very next book, Acts, in the 7th verse, it says, And upon the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul preached unto them ready to be departed on the morrow, and continued his speech until midnight. So the reason that the early church started gathering on Sundays was not because it was a command to keep Sunday like in the Old Testament where you kept the Sabbath, but as a celebration that Christ had been risen. So in a way, Sunday should always be looked at like Easter. Many have reduced it to this one thing that we acknowledge once a year, and we make a big deal of it. For so many, it's the only time that they really think of the risen Savior, and it's the only time that they go to church. And the Bible tells us in Hebrews, let me go there. In Hebrews 10, 24 and 25, it says, Let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much more as you see the day approaching. I don't know about you, but I see the day approaching. I know that the Bible talks about falling away, that Christ can't return unless there be a great falling away first. And I believe that that's what we've experienced over the last number of years in the church. The way that we got so many churches down here in the Bible Belt was, one, either they couldn't agree and they built one right across the street because they split, and that's probably the case for many of them. But also there was a lot of people attending church, and that's not the case now. I think that same Google search said only about 3 in 10 U.S. adults now attend religious services regularly, dropping from 42% just 2 decades ago. So I don't know. I just wanted to really see what y'all had to add on that in the comments. Why do you go to church? And why do you think there's so many people that claim Christianity and they like the idea of celebrating and like the idea of of going to church on Easter, but that's about as far as it goes. Is this the great falling away that was talked about, or any other input that you have? I'm interested to see what y'all think about this, and try to just answering for yourself why you go to church, even if it's the wrong kind of reason, even if it's one you wouldn't tell anybody, like my wife drug me here, or that it's just a social thing that the community wouldn't look at you the same if they didn't, if they didn't see you in church. Whatever that reason is, the Lord will show you in your heart whether it's something you want to achieve next week or if it's something you want to surpass. Hopefully, we can grow closer and closer to the Lord, and whatever reason we had last week will be better and greater this week, that we want to be around God's people and in His presence, and we want to serve Him and be found doing what's pleasing in His sight. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I love y'all. God bless you.